Rickey Smiley morning show.
News updates. All you need to know.
It's what's trending now.
Get it all right now.
It's the front page news.
The show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 25 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the segment is being brought to you by Track On. The mobile service providers just want you to do one thing, sign their contract. But at Simple Mobile, we just want you to shred their contract. And that's it. Keep it complicated, or you can mobile simple with Simple Mobile. All right, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and these are the headlines that are trending right now at RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Well, the Trump administration is facing growing pressure over policy of separating children from their parents at the border. Some critics have described the separation policy inhumane and barbaric. Meanwhile, the city of Charleston, South Carolina is considering issuing an apology for its role in slavery. Later on the day, the city council will discuss the proposal. Also, the world's millionaires are richer than ever. A new report out today shows the combined wealth of people whose net worth is at least $1 million, topped $70 trillion last year. Oh, my God, I'm on the wrong list.
I'm telling you, bro. Sell some reefer or be the plug. We need to be the plug.
We need to be the plug. And last but not least, despite making $180 million this past weekend, Disney is issuing a warning to moviegoers that Incredibles 2 may cause epileptic seizures from all the strobe and flashing lights. Yeah. It's a lot of flashing lights in that movie. I haven't seen it, but we did something on Dish yesterday, and it was like, it could give you a headache if you not warned. Yep. So, for those
go to the club though.
Right. Okay. The laser light show.
In the club.
Not at all, because they got that juice in them, honey.
Right.
For those stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brett. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Brett. Coming up later, Cardi B is livid, honey, with a couple of people. I'm going to tell you who she's livid with later, Rock T.
What up, Gary? World Cup update. Sweden over South Korea 1-0. Belgium knocks off Panama 3-0. And Tunisia loses to England 2-1, man. Stay tuned for that one right there. NBA draft is 2 days away. Is Trae Young the next Steph Curry? Who will draft him? I'm going to break that down for you. And Puma basketball sneakers are coming back. And guess who's going to be the creative director? All this coming up in sports. Big dog. What up, man? Cracklin'?
Hey, coming up in the hip-hop spot, man, the hip-hop game is mourning the loss of one of its up-and-coming rising stars. Lauryn Hill's packing up bags, and she's taking some very interesting people with her. And Tekashi 6ix9ine. The cops want to talk to him. About what, I wonder? Got this, that, and a few other things coming up next in the hip-hop spot. Time right now is 27 minutes after the top of the hour. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Head Crack's hip-hop spot.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. What up, Crack?
What up, Rick? Here's what's going on in the world of hip-hop, man. I hate always having to report bad news, intermittently between story A and story B, but, got to pump this one out, man. Rapper XXXTentacion, man. Shot dead yesterday in Florida.
What?
Yeah, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Brett, did you know him?
No, I didn't know him. But that is crazy, because he... Go ahead, Craig. Yeah.
He was a part of that new wave, and he was definitely a cat I used to give it to. Greasy.
Yeah.
On a regular basis on this show because, he was one of those artists who, sometimes, the shenanigans off the mic outshined his abilities on the mic.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? And, within, the last couple months or so, I've been starting to hear, more music, I'm riding around listening to satellite radio and whatnot. And... yeah, dude had some joints.
Yeah, a lot of them.
And the kids really rock with him.
Really?
And the thing is, just looking on social media and even just talking to my son about it, they feel the same way about XXXTentacion's passing, the way some of us felt about Biggie and Pac.
Yep,
really?
They
know what
do.
I mean?
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
yes. I mean, kids are lighting candles and crying, and it's crazy, Ricky. It's crazy.
I mean, when you look at guys like, XXXTentacion, when you look at people like 070 Shake, they represent a part of the culture, a part of society who are depressed, who are going through things, who are bipolar, who don't really know how to emote. Maybe their parents did drugs when they were pregnant with them,
and parents are divorced,
or chemical imbalances, things like that. Yeah. So people like this relate to so many people out there to listen to him.
Yeah.
So as the story goes, he was going to some motorsports place to go buy a motorcycle or something like that. And as he was leaving the spot, some dudes rolled up on him, tried to take his Louis bag that he had on him, away from him, shot him, took the bag and kept it bolting. And the crazy thing is, like, most people who knew him on a personal level was like, hey, I know he had a whole bunch of crazy energy surrounding him, because he had a few domestic violence cases, like, floating on him. And that was kind of the thing that kind of repelled me about him. I'm like, hey, man.
She's pregnant or was pregnant when it happened, And
I've never been a supporter of a punk who beats up on his girl.
Right.
You don't got game, then let her leave your world. Word to mix a lot. But, but when you actually listen to his music, it's like, oh, this kid got something to say. And when you would check his Instagram lives, he was usually doing something positive.
Yeah, and he sounded so smart and intelligent, and proper and everything.
And here is like one of the last Instagram lives he did before he passed away. This was yesterday.
Worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or some and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life. If I'm going to die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name, regardless of the bad things people say to me. I don't give a because I know my goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is. So I just wanted to say I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make you. Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body. Your mind is limitless. You are worth more than you could believe.
It's almost
that
like
is
he
really
knew something was
freaking awesome,
Yeah,
and that is sad at the same time.
Yeah, big time. And a lot of people when this first happened, they thought it was a hoax because about last year. So he faked his death on Instagram Live. He fake hung himself. But he was just a weirdo like that. He didn't have any eyebrows and he had that little tattoo on his face like he summoned bats. But
and what's his Instagram again?
XXX Tentacion.
XXX.
Yeah, TENTACION. XXX Tentacion.
I went to his Instagram. There's one picture.
Yeah, that's kind of how he's been rolling for a while. I've been lurking in the background, just seeing what's going on with this guy. I'm like Batman, man.
Yeah, no.
Just looking, see what's going on. Make sure everybody's all right. But anyway,
no, I ain't mean to pull that up. Pull up XXX.
No, you didn't.
Easy now. Anyway, that's it for me for the stories.
For a minute.
Turn the page.
For the stories I'm following Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud, HEADKRACK.
I'm going to get back to it in a second.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it in a minute. Let me look at this.
You got about a 6-minute break.
Oh, no.
Wake up calls, get at me, 8669 Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is about 12 minutes before the top of the hour. Y'all, Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up?
What's going on, man?
Chilling.
Yeah, well, let's get into this news you absolutely, positively cannot use this morning, sponsored by the Triple Bean and Cheese Burrito at Taco Bell. Yeah, it's pretty good. They got a new slogan that goes with it. It says, don't poop when you eat one because a shark might slip. Just sit on the toilet while you're eating and save yourself a trip.
Right.
Probably not a bad idea, especially if you're wearing tighty whities. All right. Let's see. This news just hot in off the press while I was getting ready. My staff brought this into me.
Sitting on the toilet to eat up damn taco.
Yeah, just going to order it and let me just bring it in the bathroom. I got you. Fake President Donald Trump has issued an executive order this morning banning parents from using pacifiers, telling bedtime stories, letting babies hold their favorite blanket, seeing funny movies, kids' meals, anything that makes kids happy. He's banned them. Just to go along with everything else he's doing.
Right.
The more unhappy kids, the better. Ricky.
Yep.
We got a follow-up to the Jamie Foxx story last week. Remember last week we talked about Jamie Foxx allegedly
slapping?
Yeah, slapping that woman in the face with as they put it, little Jamie.
Right.
Well, now the woman has filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, as Gary likes to say. The woman says she's suffering PTSD episodes if she hears the names Willie Dixon, Peter Johnson, any man named Jimmy or Richard, if she sees any pictures of Dick Cheney, if she looks at a picture of a mushroom, anybody eating a corn dog or a pickle, she hasn't been able to eat a king-size Snicker or a Three Musketeers bar. When she's in the grocery store. She goes to the grocery store and sees somebody shopping for cucumbers. if a Dodge Magnum pulls up next to her, or if she hears the song Lifestyle.
Right.
So, yeah. So hopefully,
right now.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see. Hey, for some of the younger listeners out there, you remember, you might want to Google this person, Aretha Franklin, legendary R&B singer Aretha Franklin. Gary, you're very familiar with the legendary R&B singer Aretha Franklin. Yeah. Well, hey, she's in the news today.
Oh.
Apparently, legendary star Aretha Franklin.
Oh, that's the queen.
The queen of soul. Yeah, you might want to look her up. Because apparently she was at a Los Angeles area massage parlor over the weekend, and she is considering filing charges after a massage therapist allegedly fell asleep while giving her a back massage.
Oh, wow.
And the man says he was honestly just trying to rub her whole back area, and that halfway through he just got really tired after covering so much terrain.
Wow.
He said he told the responding officers that he was rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and working his way to the top. And he said he just got hypnotized. He said it was like smoothing out a 70-gallon Ziploc bag full of warm beef roast. And and he said at some point through the middle, he felt like he could hear the faint sounds of a harp playing while he was rubbing. So, yeah, he fell asleep.
You said her back was terrain?
Yeah, he said it was a lot of area. He said it was a lot of area to cover. It's, kind of like an unfinished basement. He said it was a lot of area to cover. So hopefully
it felt like what? Smoothing out what?
He said he felt like he was smoothing out a 70-pound Ziploc bag of warm beef roast. Like have you ever been like you know how you rinse your meat off and then you smooth that meat off? You know how you rub your meat after you rinse it off because you want it to be and it just Rick, you ever rinse your meat?
I haven't answered that, but Kate. But and he said when he was smoothing out, it felt like what?
He said it felt like a 70-pound bag of warm beef roast, and he could hear harps playing in the background. I think she was upset because when he fell asleep on it, he kind of slobbed on her back a little bit. Anyway, Special K 913 on all things social media. Hit me up, holla at your boy. I don't know, I might be back later. Who knows? That's it for me.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Trending topics.
All right, John Rickey Smiley, the morning show. Hey, the front page news is brought to you by Taco Bell. That's right, this summer Taco Bell is bringing you a new way to experience watermelon in an icy cold freeze, and this time they've mixed in candy seeds into it. All right, try the watermelon freeze at Taco Bell. All right, what up, Crack?
What up, Rick? Here's what's going on in the world of hip-hop, man. If you're just waking up, man, and haven't heard the news, rapper XXXTentacion is dead, man. He was shot yesterday in Florida as he was leaving a motorcycle, store, trying to, cop some new toys or whatnot. And some guys ran up on him and apparently was trying to rob him, and things didn't go right, and he ended up getting shot. He was pronounced pretty much, they took him to the hospital, but he was pretty much dead on the scene, man. There's videos that kind of show him in his car, man, but it ain't nothing you really want to see. But at the end of the day, man, you got to get out there and work for yours, man. When you see somebody, who has things that he's worked hard for, and you think it's just an easy Vic to just go and swipe it from him, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the energy that's going to fall upon you from that move that you make is something you ain't going to never be able to shake off for the rest of your life. You may get the spoils of the riches, for the moment, but I'm telling you, that energy is going to be on you for the rest of your life, my friend. You took somebody away that millions of people rocked with. Now, granted, a lot of people wasn't, really here for XXXTentacion, and I can't front. In the beginning, I was one of those people. And, I was slowly starting to come around because I started getting into his music more so than the shenanigans surrounding his music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he inspired a lot of kids, man. Like I was saying earlier, people feel the same way about XXXTentacion's death the same way they felt about Tupac's death.
Now, was he from?
He was from Florida.
From where?
He's from Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was living in the Broward County area, around the time of his passing, man. So, rest in peace, XXXTentacion, and all you kids out there, man. Just move better, man. Work hard for yours, man. It's not worth taking a life because you take that one life and multiple lives are about to be thrown away because of this incident. Because sometimes people retaliate and then, the cops kind of think they might know who did it. So the eyes are on you. Good luck with that. Moving on, another hip-hop news. The MTV Movie and TV Awards were last night, and the big winner was the movie Black Panther, man. He took home mad trophies. Best villain went to Michael B. Jordan. Best hero went to Chadwick Boseman. Best movie trophy went to Black Panther as a whole thing. But I was shocked. The best fight went to Wonder Woman.
What?
Gal Gadot, when she was fighting those German soldiers. Yeah, that was cool and all right. But that Killmonger versus Black Panther fight won. Not the second fight, but the first fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should have won. But, they got to, show diversity.
Yeah, they'll spread it out.
Yeah, spread it out. Best performance in the TV show went to Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. And best TV show also went to Stranger Things. Rick, have you ever seen it?
No.
Brad, you've seen it, right?
Of course.
Yeah, like Stranger Things, low-key, is like one of the best things on Netflix.
It is.
It's killing the game. Last little thing I got for you before I run out of here. Suge Knight's mom passed.
Oh, no.
And guess what he can't do?
Go to the funeral.
He cannot go to the funeral.
I thought they'd take him in handcuffs.
Nah, not this time, man. Because he's a suspect in a murder case. They're like, nah, you gotta sit here. You gotta sit in that.
Man.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Say what you want about Suge Knight. His mom's passed, though.
Yeah.
They could have cuffed him, took him. The old man, where you going? Anyway, that's it for me. For this other stories, I'm following Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud, HE.
Hate to hear stuff like that. Hey, appreciate that here, Craig. I got the front page right here. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett, and these are the headlines that are trending right now at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Well, the Trump administration is facing growing pressure over the policy of separating children from their parents at the border. Trump blamed Democrats for the problem yesterday and said it could be quickly solved and easily with congressional action. Trump is set to discuss immigration with Republican House members this evening. And the city of Charleston, South Carolina is considering issuing an apology for its role in slavery. Later on today, the city council will discuss the proposal. Also, no injuries were reported after a roller coaster got stuck yesterday at Six Flags in Prince George's County. That's in Maryland. It left riders stranded until staffers were able to safely remove them.
Yeah, because they probably they had to get stuck going up the hill.
It looked like, when I saw it on the news, it looked like it was just stuck at the bottom. Up the hill would be terrifying, or down the hill.
Yeah, going up the hill, they had the steps.
Right. Oof. That's still too high for me.
Yeah, I know. But you have to just kind of take a deep breath and walk down. But how you get stuck at the bottom must then have momentum to make it up the next hill.
I don't know, but thank God it got stuck at the bottom.
That's why they don't let those other roller coasters go, if you notice.
Yeah.
They have two trains
They
running.
wait, yeah.
And because just in case something like that happens, boy, you do not want that crash.
At all. And last but not least, the number of reported sexual assaults taking place on airplanes is increasing, rising by nearly 2/3 in recent years. Sexual assault on airplanes usually involves unwanted touching, generally on long flights when the cabin is dark, with victims typically waking up from being asleep, often covered with a blanket or a jacket, to find the hands of the person sitting next to them inside their clothing or underwear.
Wow.
What?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Now that is a happy ending.
Man.
Oh my goodness, to get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl Brad. You can catch me on all my social media and so Brad. Rock T, what up with them sports?
What up there, bringing it tech? Let's bring you up to speed with the World Cup going on in soccer. Sweden knocks off South Korea 1-0. Nil means 0 if y'all don't know nothing about that. Belgium beats Panama 3-0, and Tunisia loses to England 2-1. England is expected to win this bad boy, man. Stay tuned, man. NBA draft is 2 days away. Yes, indeed. And everybody is trying to figure out where is Trae Young, OU point guard, going to wind up. Now, he's going to definitely be drafted. He first was expected to be drafted in the top 3, but he's moved down. Now they expect him to get drafted somewhere around 8, 9, or 10. I'm going to say this, man. This dude led the NCAA in scoring and assists. Critics are saying that he may be too small, weak on the defensive end. Man, they said the same thing about Steph Curry.
Right.
Trae Young is going to be a star in the NBA. Remember, Rock T told you that. And Puma, Puma basketball sneakers. Remember those?
Yeah.
They about to get ready to be relaunched. And Jay-Z will be the creative director. They hired him on, relaunching the Puma basketball sneaker category for the first time in 20 years. The last NBA player.
Big Sean sent me some. I got some.
Hey, the last NBA player to endorse Puma was Vince Carter 20 years ago, back in 1998. They have already signed projected first-round picks DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley III, and Zaire Smith.
Let's
look
go
out,
then.
Look out for them Puma sneakers coming back.
I love Nike, but I will rock some Pumas with some jeans, though.
All day long, man. Terrell Owens. Man, what did he just do? Now, we already know he's been inducted. He's going to be inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We do know he decided not to attend the ceremony, but he's 44 years old. This dude just went out and ran a 4.4 40-yard dash. On one clock, it was a 4.3. There's some current wide receivers in the NFL right now that does not run that fast.
Right.
Terrell Owens is a machine, man. Y'all want to see this, man? I just got to post it on Instagram and Twitter.
Play, Rock?
I know he can still play. Now,
Why they won't let him play, man?
Can he be an all-pro? No. But can he play right now? Yes, he can. He can go out and be somebody's third or fourth wide receiver right now in the NFL.
Why don't they let him? Why don't you go up there and play in Canada? Improve yourself. And then come on back to the NFL.
They probably don't want to deal with some of his locker room tactics.
Right.
It is what it is. But go check him out. Go check him run that 40 out, man. At Rock T Hollis on my Instagram and Twitter right now. Let me know what y'all think. Let's go.
That is, I appreciate it, Rock T. What you got coming up next? Get ready.
Coming up, y'all, Cardi B, baby. This girl was living with a couple of people. I'm going to tell y'all who they are next.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, big shout out to everybody that work at the coal mine. At the coal mine that be sitting in the car, sitting outside before y'all even go on y'all job, and the people that work at Walmart on 280 waiting to go in work, but they're not going to work until they hear what happened. The black lady in Walmart told me about y'all guys that work at the coal mine. I can't remember where, but y'all be waiting. There's a bunch of white dudes be waiting to see what Black Tony gonna do. Hey, man, big shout out to y'all this morning, man, and thank y'all for listening. What up, Jock?
I'm good, man. Yo, the amount of people that be late to work just to hear the mix and also what's going on with Black Tony is crazy. So definitely big up everybody tuning in. Also, just make sure you link me on the Instagram at JAH
Appreciate it, y'all. Hey, Black Tony.
Hey, Corey.
Hey, man, you got dudes down at the coal mine trying, that work at the coal mine. They want to see why you don't come to work every day. But, it's like, they were like, why you won't come to work?
So I can't worry about none of that right now, so I got real problems, so I need you to help me, so I don't never ask you for nothing. But I need you to help me today, so to come in trouble, so I might not even see me no more after this, boy.
What you mean?
Pancake folk them, man, Pancake folk them got money. All these folk got money. His daddy got money, his preacher, and his uncle got money, his uncle,
Yeah. What's the deal? What's the deal?
We was in Pancake uncle had he out of town, he had little drive, he rolled yesterday,
Yeah.
We riding in, we went to got it cleaned over and everything, he got a white ghost, that thing killing too, but that thing
Yeah.
And I told Pancake, I said, Pancake, please let me drive, I ain't never drove no road run, he talking about, hey, Black Tony, I don't know, you be driving crazy. I said, I promise I ain't gonna drive crazy, I ain't gonna do nothing crazy, so he let me get in there, I ain't know the road run go that fast, and then sweet the gears, you got road run, don't you?
No.
I thought you had road run,
No, I would never spend that much money on a car, ever.
Head crack, you got road run?
Nah.
Brett probably got one.
Brett got road run. Hey, Shawty, look. Hey, Shawty, I ran into a telephone pole, Shawty.
Yeah.
And I smashed the front light out, and it scratched on the bumper real bad, Shawty.
What?
Shawty, I'm gonna play, Shawty.
Well, you got a scratch on it.
Shawty, I told the whole bumper, and broke the headlights, Shawty. Hey, Pancake.
How much that cost?
Shawty, you know somebody working like Mako or something?
What?
You know somebody working at Mako?
What did he say, Rock?
Mako paint, they paint cars and.
Oh, no.
I gotta get it fixed today, so I can't, man.
Yeah, you gonna have to fix that, man. Yeah, man, crying ain't gonna help that, Black Tony.
Ain't nobody crying, Shawty. Ain't nobody crying. I got an allergy.
Yeah, Black Tony.
Shawty had breast, somebody who can fix it, so I need to get it fixed today, Shawty. He gonna be back there out the news.
I thought when you had allergies, you sneezed.
Black Tony.
Yo.
Roxy say he'll help you get it fixed. Rock, don't you know somebody work down there?
Oh, no, man.
Shawty, you give me
I call somebody for you, though, dog.
Shawty, you can get my check early. Shawty, I know I'm going to need my check.
Ain't no check this week, Black Tony. You didn't come to work, bro. Yeah. What about the money you made in the trap?
Shawty, I got to find somewhere to pay that car, Shawty.
Use your trap money, Black Tony. You made 7 racks last week.
I mean, Shawty, Shawty, I might not make. Shawty, just call me when you get out of work. Shawty, help me.
All right, I'll holler at you, Black Tony. All right.
Still to come on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It ain't but a few people that I fool with in my neighborhood.
Ma'am, they're saying they want you actually kicked out of your home.
They can't kick me out of my home because it's my home. Now, I don't know what you talking about, and whoever told you that, because I'll go all the way to court with this.
Next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
3 minutes after the hour, y'all got a brand new hilarious prank phone call. Want to hear it? Here it go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Miss Betty Hicks, please?
Yes.
My name is James Daughtry, and I'm calling from the city of Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You doing all right today, ma'am?
Not really. I'm kind of under the weather.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. You have a hangover?
No.
Okay, yeah, because we heard you are an alcoholic.
No, really?
Yes, ma'am. But that's besides the point, ma'am. I have a petition here in my hand saying that your neighbors have a very big problem with you in the neighborhood.
I don't bother nobody, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Well, what they've been saying is that there are a lot of cars that's in your yard that don't run.
Every car in my yard runs.
You have a truck in your yard that's like a bluish gray type color.
Yes, it runs.
Say it don't run. It just sits there. A burgundy car that don't run.
It runs, too.
And they say your yard stays junky all the time.
My yard is not junky.
This also says that you stagger around the neighborhood drunk, ma'am.
And I know they lying, because I don't go out too much because I have allergies. Well, I don't know who tells you all this information.
Your neighbors are saying this, ma'am.
My neighbors are not saying anything. It ain't but a few people that I fool with in my neighborhood.
Ma'am, they're saying they want you actually kicked out of your home.
They can't kick me out of my home because it's my home. Now, I don't know what you talking about, and whoever told you that, because I'll go all the way to court with this.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, y'all call yourself, what y'all trying to upset my mother or something?
No, sir, I just need to speak with Betty for a second, sir.
My mother, she don't be doing no drinking, so I don't know who the hell telling her.
No,
y'all this.
wait, hold on, sir, you have nothing to do with this.
But I'm a son. My mother don't be drunk. Damn sure don't.
We have over 50 names that have said she does be drunk. Does she comb her hair?
Yeah, she comb her hair.
No, well, we have reports that she don't.
Hey, man, ain't nobody can tell her when she can't take her hair down, let the wind blow in on her. That's her hair. Anybody can come outside with that hair naked.
You also have 30 days to put her in an Alcoholic Anonymous program.
Ain't nobody gonna put her in no damn Alcoholic Anonymous program, because my mama do not be drunk.
Okay, does she drink beer?
Whatever my mother do, she grown.
Well, what do you have to say about the junky front yard?
Hey,
And what
ain't
about
no front yard be junky. Ain't nobody can tell me I can't put my bicycle in my front damn yard now. Tell me you want to talk to you? If you want to talk to him or not. Because ain't no mother can tell you what to do in your own home.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this stuff run over here, man. And y'all ain't come and take nothing. You can come out here and check.
Sir, who are you?
Don't worry about who I am. You get your ass out here and check. That's what you do. Where you hollering what you gonna take, because you ain't taking shit. You understand that? Now get out here.
No, they talking about taking my house. Somebody lying on me.
Do you have any idea who would have filed this report?
It's a woman down there, she likes to pick at my family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's her name, man?
Never Jackson.
Oh, she the one. Okay.
That's who sent in the report.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying now. That woman is crazy.
There's another name you might recognize on this report. Terry Hicks, your daughter? Yeah, she also filed a complaint.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. This is a prank phone call.
Man, you. Man, I'm gonna kick your ass.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got Jeff Johnson coming up next with 3 things you need to know. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is about 10 minutes after the hour. Y'all give it up for Sugar Love right now. But Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Hey, what's up, Rick? How you feeling, brother?
Man, blessed, man. This doggone crazy president.
Man, listen, let's actually start there, Rick. Because, you know, with all of this conversation around the separation of children and Trump's immigration policy, what's making me more angry is that this is the beast that Trump created.
Right.
Because he cannot believe that this is right. What he's doing is he won't back down because he has encouraged a base of people to totally dehumanize a whole nother group of people. And that's what this is about. Because this isn't about immigration at all. You can have strong immigration policies and still treat people like they're human. You don't treat people like you're human when you separate them from their babies, when you put them in camps, when you have them in detention facilities, and it just perpetuates the inhumanity that we've seen this country do over and over again. And so this is about a base of people in this country that believe that another group of people aren't really human, Rick.
Right.
And until we fight that, the policies are just a byproduct of certain people's inhumanity. And let's be fair, it's not all of the GOP, but there is a huge sector of that party that does not believe that these people crossing the border are human, and that's what we're fighting.
Oh,
so the second thing,
you ought to read some of the comments on one of these pages from I'll read them later, but they
oh no, it's
sick.
deplorable. It is absolutely sick, and you can tell that they think that these people are animals and don't deserve humanity. So let's talk about that, man. The second thing I want to talk about, and this is sad to me. Are you familiar with the Art All Night Festival in Trenton, New Jersey?
No.
So they've been doing this festival for 12 years. It's a beautiful festival. I actually attended maybe 10 years ago when it was early on. And it literally is a 24-hour art festival in our community in Trenton. And so on Sunday nights, there was a shooting. There were, and a lot of people are saying that it was gang-related. 17 people got shot. There were 3 shooters. Have you heard about it on the news?
No, I hadn't heard that one, Jeff.
No, so tell me anywhere in other people's communities where 17 people can get shot and it doesn't become a national story.
Wow.
And so what's happening again is people just view this as gang stuff or hood stuff. And of course, we got to deal with guns and shooting in all places, our community in particular. But the fact that you don't even make the New York Times covered it, to be fair, but the fact that this was not made a national story is, again, speaks to how do people view us and how does the media even cover our stories? Because if this was an art festival in Miami, then it would be all over the news, or an art festival in Austin, it'd be all over the news. And so it speaks to, one, the work we still got to do in our community as it relates to opportunities, gangs, and violence. But it also shows what the media continues to do and why I'm so thankful that websites like Blavity and The Root cover our stuff. The last thing, Rick, and I think you know about this, you heard about the school in Richmond, the elementary school that changed their name from a Confederate General J.E.B. Stewart to Barack Obama Middle School.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
Right.
So it got me thinking, Rick, if you could name a school after anybody, like if you could say, I want to have the school of the Rickey Smiley School of Comedic Art, or O.J. Simpson, like what would you name a school?
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the performing arts school, definitely. Rickey Smiley Performing Arts School.
I love it. Hit me at Just Nation on all social media because I hear that music playing. And let me know if you could name a school or institution after anybody, who would it be? Just Nation on all social media. Y'all have a fantastic Tuesday, man. I'll talk to you.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
A good name for a school, These Nuts.
Oh, that's the school you graduated from, isn't it?
Hey, hang up on him. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, Tiffany Haddish, baby. She did her thing last night, honey. We're going to talk about it next.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue today. What up, Gary?
Yep, and Gary's Tea is brought to you by WeFixMoney.com. It's the beginning of the week still. You can use some money. WeFixMoney.com can put up to $2,000 in your account, sometimes less than 24 hours. Hit them up today at WeFixMoney.com. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Head Crack. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. I'm Brett. Don't catch that. Here's what's happening to celebrities. But first of all, I want to say, Ricky, that song just put chills through me.
What?
Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. And it's an old song, but it just sounds good today.
Not an old song.
It ain't that damn new neither.
It sounds good every day.
I know, but you got to listen to it, and it's resonating in my spirit.
It's resonating?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know the G's didn't resonate.
You better catch it, honey. But here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Baby, Tiffany Haddish, honey, she hosted last night, y'all, the MTV Movie and TV Awards last night. And everybody's raving about it. That Miss Haddish, she's doing great things. Did y'all watch it last night? Channel Surfing passed by it last night.
Yes.
It was really interesting. So everybody talking about how she started off, she kicked off the monologue, y'all, by touting, honey, what a strong year the black community has been having, and saying, honey, she was saying that I'm the first black woman, honey, to host the movie and TV awards. She said Black Panther is the first African-American movie to make $1 billion, and A Quiet Place is the first film to scare black people, honey, out of talking in movie theaters. They said, well, it was kind of, it was good. Her trademark delivery, y'all, with joy and enthusiasm, kind of had people laughing or what have you. But, it was very interesting. But I liked it, because she happened to wear that same dress that she wore that Stella McCartney, was it Stella McCartney, Alexander McQueen? She wore that dress again last night, child.
What out of all the outfits, Gary, she done changed 1,000 times last night. You got to point out that she wore one outfit twice.
Yeah, she was good. She done wore that about 5 times. Honey. That was her first dress, so she wore Miss Alexander last night.
Some people repeat and like to get their use out of their clothes, Gary.
And I'm about to start doing that because
I'll wear something again. Not wear something again, trying to impress somebody. Come on, please.
Yeah, but but y'all sitting down, don't even try it. Y'all know damn well in the entertainment business, y'all can't wear the same thing twice because people gonna say, girl, he ain't got no clothes.
The hell with that.
Damn school twice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. But I'm finna start doing that because, honey, I'm sick of this, honey.
Well, you got them coins like that, Gary.
I wish the hell I did, honey. I'm trying
you
to
can only do that if you have coins, honey.
You don't have coins because you keep buying new outfits trying to impress a bunch of folks that ain't got nothing.
But they say you can't wear the same thing twice because people be talking about you. But anyway, child, honey,
damn about what nobody say.
She wore, well, Ricky, child, nobody don't care about what you wear. So, but anyway, we got that audio. All right, y'all. So, honey, here's something last night, honey, Miss Haddish said, and baby, a lot of people said she might lose her career behind.
What?
I'm always excited to see the Kardashians. That family is basically the Star Wars franchise, okay? They make a ton of money. A new one's always popping up. And they're ruled by a bossy overlord who sleeps in a mask, and she loves black men. So, yes. And you know who else I love? Zendaya. She taught me how to model. And I taught her how to grapefruit. Why? She's 21 now, y'all. She a grown woman. You gotta know how to do that if you want a husband.
Yes, baby. She taught this girl how to grapefruit, honey. You had to watch the movie, honey, to know what she's talking about. Yeah, so congratulations. But I hope Kris Jenner don't, honey, put the people out, honey, to get poor Tiffany child, honey, because, you can't be talking about them women like they like black men. Because she did like a white man once upon a time, Bruce Jenner, and she did like Mr. Kardashian. So, so honey, hopefully Tiffany don't lose her career. But anyway, the highlight of last night to me was when Chadwick Boseman, y'all, when he handed over, y'all, he received the award for Best Hero. Wasn't that touching, Brad?
Oh, my God. A tear rolled down my eye.
Yes, y'all.
Like, let me get up from here. I know that ain't no tear rolling down my face. It was so sweet.
Yes, honey. The Black Panther actor, y'all, he gave James Shaw Jr. his award last night. He said because that award deserved to go to him. Because if you don't recall, y'all, James Shaw Jr. was the guy that he was at the Waffle House shooting where he disarmed the gunman at the Waffle House in April. And he got the award. He gave it to him last night. So congratulations
his
to Chadwick
first one,
Boseman.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
He gave him his first one.
Gave him his award.
That's so awesome, man.
It was
That's
so
what I'm talking
awesome.
about.
Yes.
Yes, honey. So that was really great. So congratulations to Chadwick and to James Shaw, y'all. And in my final story, y'all, people are still talking about the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce. And they're saying, y'all, that Jay-Z may be trying to ruin Nas's career again. Which they dropped their album the day after Nas dropped it. Are y'all familiar with that? Is that?
Yeah.
Why would Jay? What was Jay-Z and Nas's beef?
Well, it stems from just like, just New York being competitive at the time when it was coming out. Jay-Z, slept with Nas's, the ex-baby mother back at the time when he went back he was with this lady named Carmen. So, like, it's been like a secret war. Then, like, it was Takeover, then it was Ether, then he squashed it. And, then Jay-Z signs Nas to Def Jam. But it just seems like, he could have waited, man.
He sure could have.
Yeah.
A day later.
Man.
That is dirty.
Because, Nas hasn't dropped an album in, like, 6 years.
A long time, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a competitive sport.
But it just seemed
man,
wild
but come
petty.
on, man. You already winning.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody don't think like that. When you get more, you want more. When you got more, you want more.
But but for there to be peace for so long, that's just like if America just bombed Tokyo out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, we've been cool.
The whole world is beefing. It's what's for dinner.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but they say Beyonce
And
just
they're not
suffering.
beefing, but, hey, they dropped in and surprised everybody. They can do that.
That was a dirtbag move.
Yeah, sure. It was. Come on, Brad.
I mean,
Brad.
Nas ain't the only person that dropped stuff. Quite a few projects came out, and they all just went by the wayside.
But it's a coincidence.
Because that J-Rock album was pretty good, too. I can't stress that enough.
I feel so sorry for Poe Nas.
Don't feel sorry for Nas. He ain't Poe.
Oh, Nas is being prepaid.
Yeah.
Well, I feel so sorry for Beyonce. She just sit there suffering.
You feel sorry for everybody.
She ain't suffering.
Thinking of folks to feel sorry for.
It's so touching and sad. But anyway, let's keep them lifted up in our prayers. Y'all. I don't like this beat for dinner madness, Brad.
Thank you, Jesus.
But the color of the day, y'all, is one of my favorites. The color of the day is Trump. On the high end, you say Trump, and on the low, you say beautiful orange. That's the color for the day.
Trump.
Tangerine.
Did you change it to tangerine? We were orange this morning.
No, I said orange. Brad said
orange.
tangerine.
I said tangerine.
Oh,
same difference.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. All right. What if I put it out there, y'all? They're going to get you. Them white folks going to get them. Trumpets going to get you.
Whatever, honey.
Yeah, Paternity Test Tuesday up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It is about that time. Paternity Test Tuesday.
Yep.
10 minutes before the top of the hour. Who we have, man?
On the line, we got Sean, who's 23, and Nav, who's 30. They got a baby by Shateria, by the name of Shateria, who's 2 weeks old.
Right.
And Nav and Chandra have been dating off and on since last September. She says she got pregnant the very first time they hooked up, and it's been a rocky road because Nav says Chandra is a spoiled brat that's made him dislike her over time because she acts like a 13-year-old when she doesn't get her way. He wants to move on, and she wants to actually get married, mainly to please her father, who has been livid ever since she got pregnant. How y'all doing?
No, he was livid.
Yeah.
I know he was. How y'all? Hello? Good morning.
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 Okay, I can barely hear him.
You can barely hear. Let me turn them up a little bit more. Let me make that.
Yeah. Y'all good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and no.
So, how long has this been going on? I mean, I know you said since last September, but could you pinpoint the date in which all of a sudden Chandra started getting on your nerves, Nav, and what was the thing that did it?
I mean, it's just over time, I just started to realize, that she's kind of spoiled, and like when she don't get away, she kind of throws temper tantrums.
Oh, don't you hate that? He said,
So Nav, it would please you nothing more than for this baby not to be yours so you can go into the sunset.
I mean, I kind of want to be free of the whole situation, if I got to be honest.
So you don't want her, you don't want the baby to be yours, you ain't hoping none of that.
Now, who do you think she might be fooling with?
You said what?
Who do you think she might be messing around with?
I got a theory that she's been fooling around with this barber that she works with at this salon.
Chandra, you been letting the barber line you up?
Now that happens a lot.
No. He's just trying to make up excuses.
I mean, it happens.
Oh, so I'm making up excuses.
Yeah.
You never try to holler at Tyree.
Have you been letting your barber cut?
No.
Have you been letting the barber cut?
And did he use a guard when he cut? That's important.
Very.
No.
Okay. So, Chandra, let's just say for some bizarre reason this baby isn't Nav's. What do you do?
Well, I mean, it is gonna be Nav's. Like, there's no one else that could be the father of this kid. So.
Not even a chance.
No. Like say I'm spoiled, that I have standards for myself, and this is one of them.
So it's not the barber, it's not the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker?
No.
None of these people. Okay, cool. Just making sure. So, Nav, if the baby is yours, like, what are you going to do?
We'll have to have a conversation, you know?
Yeah. You could, like, whenever she tells you that her brakes on her car is bad, you could, like, say you got them fixed and don't, Well, I shouldn't have said that on the phone. That's a bit much. I'm sorry. So we got the results.
The barber, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Should we give the results now, Rick, or will we come back?
Let's wait, because we need to meditate on this. Like Gary said, we need to pray.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to pray. So, yeah, we got the results coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Can I take a dive in your ocean? I don't think I want to dive in no ocean. Not even a lake. A swimming pool, yes.
A river?
Because it flows.
A creek?
What about a little pond?
A pond is perfect.
A little swampy swamp.
Not a swamp.
None that you end up at the health department. Swamp.
A lagoon?
Yeah, clear. Because it's clear.
Streaming.
How about a ravine?
Maybe. But I don't know about a dive in your ocean.
White water.
Canal.
Kerplash. No. All right, so today is Paternity Test Tuesday. The time right now is 6 minutes after the hour. Oh, man, we about to get these results, man. It's so cool, man, because we watch these babies. We keep up with these families and watch these babies grow up. And some of the babies that we discovered on Paternity Test Tuesday came back on Paternity Test Tuesday to see was they the daddy of another baby. That's how long we've been doing this.
It's a vicious cycle.
Absolutely. So we have again who?
Yeah, if you just joined us, we got Chandra, who's 23, and Nav, who's 30. They got a baby by the name of Shateria, who's 2 weeks old. And, the short version is Nav is sick of Chandra. She's a brat. Well, this is his words, not mine. According to him, she's a brat, and she acts like a 13-year-old when she doesn't get her way. She wants to get married. He wants to get married to someone else. Somebody, anybody, and he's demanding the paternity test for the sole reason that he wants to be free of her, and he thinks he's, she's been fooling around with a barber.
He should have messed with Nettie.
The Seeley sister?
Yeah. Hey, y'all, watch The Color Purple. He was so disgusted when he went over there and said, I want to marry
I can't
Nettie.
barely hear anything.
Oh.
You can't have Nettie.
Yeah, same with me.
He said, but I tell you what you can have. See, come on out here on the porch and turn around, mister, thinking about marriage. The little boy said, what you doing that for? He said, she ain't fresh, but... she ain't fresh. Boy, he had Seeley pulling that horse. They wanted to do this. No, I said the struggle is real.
Real struggle.
Real in the field.
Seeley can calm that down girl hair.
Oh.
He said, it hurts her. He slapped in the mouth. Apple, A-P-P-L-E, apple. How did he die on top of me?
Get my children out of here!
I was feeling mighty bad. I was tired. I went in there, stole me Seeley. I was feeling bad. And I looked at you and I know there is a God. One day I was going to get to go home. Hush up, old fool, Sophia now. Shut up now.
That's them collard greens.
You're going to let that little nappy-head guy sit here and cuss you like that? You at the head of your own dinner table and you're acting like a waiter.
Who this heifer?
that's a lie. That's a lie.
You told Harpo to beat me.
I love Harpo. Lord knows I do. But I'll kill him now.
You show is ugly. Oh, time to go.
Hakeem.
Jump movies.
Puni mama.
All right, now, well, hopefully God's trying to tell you something. And, I don't know. Maybe you should or shouldn't stick with this girl, but we'll see what's up.
Lord. Speak to me. I love you, Lord. Speak to me.
All right, we got the results right here.
Hey, speak to me.
Ready to get rest.
Speak, Lord. Speak to me. I love you, Lord. Hey, speak to me.
Get out of here, man.
See, Daddy, sinners have songs too.
Try. Tell you something. You can't sleep at night, and you sure wonder why.
This is your son, Adam. Mama. Mama.
Boonie mama. Boonie.
See, Nav, when you came on, who thought you was going to get a playlist and a live performance?
No, ain't no ocean, ain't no sea.
My keys on.
Keep my sister away from me.
My keys on.
Mama. It said it's your son, Lil Daryl. Mama. Leave me alone. That's funny. All right, what you got, Craig?
Let's see, the drum's already played. The envelope's been torn. Nav, you ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You sound pretty confident, bro. Well, in the case of the baby, Shyteria, who's 2 weeks old, you at 99.9%. The father.
Mama.
That's right.
Mama.
Oh,
Boonie mama.
They put the Migos in a mama.
Oh, man. How you feel, sir?
Dad, man, you going to be stuck with her for a minute, player.
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
She said, mm-hmm.
That was kind of rough.
What'd she say, Rick?
Mm-hmm.
What you got to say about all that, Nav? Nav, you all right?
Oh, that was a strong grunt, oh boy.
I just don't know what else to say.
So what you gonna do, homeboy? Nav?
I mean, you know, I'm at least be there for my child, you know.
Gotcha.
You know what?
Man, he hurt.
Yeah, he don't want to be stuck with that.
Yeah. How's her diet?
All right, well, we'll call you back.
I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't mean to laugh. What'd she say, Rick? What'd she say?
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley.
Turn it up.
I'm waking up with the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
So, got my cousin Scooby on the phone. Scooby, good morning.
What's up?
Our other little cousin down there, you know he be lit. But listen, y'all, he makes some good-ass Kool-Aid. Hey, Boo.
Yeah.
What's that kind of Kool-Aid that you specialize in that we just love?
Icy blue raspberry lemonade.
So how do you make it?
Put 2 packs of Kool-Aid and add sugar and lemonade.
Now, how much sugar you put in there?
About 2 or 3.5 cups.
You gonna pass out.
You ain't gonna be able to go to sleep for 2 days.
Funniest morning show on the radio.
Hey, you know that cat funny to death, shot.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Let's go.
It's hip hop spot.
What's going on, America? Time right now is 29 minutes after the top of the hour. It's time for the hip hop spot, and here's what's going down. I don't know if you heard about it, maybe you're just waking up, but rapper Triple X Tentacion, or Triple X Tentacion, depending on how you want to pronounce it, because it is a soulful name. He is no longer with us, man. He was murdered yesterday, and man, you know, and I hate reporting news like this because these guys are so young. You know what I mean? And their music means a lot to a lot of people. Now, you know, I'm not going to front and say like, yo, I was the biggest Triple Tentacion fan. But, you know, when you put the shenanigans aside and like finally start getting to the music, kid was dope. And I really started coming to that realization in like the last like 3-4 weeks or so. Heard him on a record with Joey Badass. And I'm like, oh, word? Okay, you got it. Then I started digging into some of the other joints. It was a joint like We Die in Our Sleep or something like that, or We Die in Our Dreams, something like that. Dope records. And, you know, he really had something to say. He was definitely dealing with some things. And, you know, ironically, the day he passed, he was on Instagram Live and he gave these words to the people who were listening.
Worst thing comes to worst, I die a tragic death or some and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive and to at least have a good life. My goal in the end, and I know what I want for everyone, and I know what my message is. I appreciate and love all of you, and I believe in you all. Do not let your depression make you. Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body. Your mind is limitless. You are worth more than you could believe.
Do not let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body. You know, depending on how you on with your spirituality and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? We're actually limited by being here. You know? It's just a shell. But at the end of the day, that's the craziness about bipolarness, man. Like, you know, 1 second you're like saying amazing things that inspire others, and the next thing you know, you're beating up your pregnant girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of, you know, Triple X Tentacion that lost me. Like the domestic violence issues. Like, you know, I've just never really been pro anybody who's snuffing their girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, if y'all having problems, just let us skate. Y'all go y'all separate ways, go play a corner or something. But, you know, at the end of the day, young people make mistakes. When you have nobody to talk to and you're bipolar, sometimes you jump out the window and do things you shouldn't do. So, with that being said, rest in peace, Triple X Tentacion, my bad. And the guys that, you know, killed him, I hope he get found. And I hope he gets shish kebabbed in prison. Because you deserve that. He worked for his. You need to work for yours. Yeah. What y'all did wasn't work. That was dirt. Niggas did that. Anyway, Tekashi 6ix9ine took it to, you know, his social media because he's out there, too, talking crazy. Take a listen.
Sometimes I just feel like I do too much trolling, and tomorrow's not promised, you know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes someone might get the wrong image of me. You could be here today and be gone tomorrow. X spread nothing but positivity. Nothing but positivity. Always called me on the phone, Danny, are you okay? Danny, yo, you doing this the right way. Just try to do more of this. Like, you could call me, talk to me, like, what's going on? Yo, all that beef, all that. Knowing that he was nothing but positive and nobody wanted to harm him. You know what I'm saying? There's probably like 100,000,000 people out there trying to kill me.
Word, man. Like, you know, and I guess the takeaway from all this is like, yo, leave the nonsense and the extracurricular activities alone and focus on, like, helping the youth. You know, there's ways to do it without having to make a circus out of everything you do. Yeah. And I'm glad Tekashi 6ix9ine is finally getting the message, because we got to pump the brakes on that stuff that's going on between him and Chief Keef, man. We might be having another conversation next week. Last little thing I got for you. I got 20 seconds to kick it to you. Lauryn Hill, she's going on tour. She's taking some cool people with her. Lauryn Hill's doing the 20th anniversary of the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and she's bringing Nas, A$AP Rocky, Big Boy, De La Soul, Busta Rhymes, Senti Gold, Rory, and a bunch of other people. Now, the people that will be in certain cities, they vary from place to place, but the tour kicks off July 6th in Virginia Beach and wraps up October 5th in St. Louis, man. So check Lauryn Hill's, you know, Instagram and website to find out where she's going to be near you and who's going to be with her, man. But that's going to be dope. Dave Chappelle's even going to be on some of those dates. And so is Talib Kweli.
That's
so
nice.
It's going to be litty in your city, I hope. Anyway, that's it for me. For the other stories I'm following, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud, HEADKRACK. And coming up next, man, for the praise break, Erica Campbell's going to be in the building. She got a brand new reality show, and she's going to tell you all about it up next.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.